So I figured the easiest way to do this is to tell you guys what's been going on in Wellington, and we'll slowly progress back. There's not a whole lot of footage from Wellington, Australia. Where did we go before Boracay? The footage from Boracay, it's just like so broken. Like everything's been broken since Pushkar, to be honest, which is near the end of India, so the middle of December. So there's like 2 weeks where I got footage from in India. Then there's a load of broken content. Sorry, my voice is gone. Yeah, so there's a load of broken content to come out. I'm going to tell you the story of what's been going on in Wellington. So we came to New Zealand because Brad already had a working holiday visa in Australia before and never used it, so we couldn't go there. So we came to New Zealand to work. While we were in New Zealand, like, everything started great. I had a couple of interviews. I had 2 job offers. The first one I turned down before I even had the second job offer. I was kind of like banking on the second one to come in. So I was thinking the pay was pretty much minimum wage on the first one. So I was like, nah, I don't really want to do that. And they wanted me to shave my beard off as well. So I was like, if you can't really be yourself, then what's the point in going to that job? That's how I saw it anyway. So I rejected that one. And then I got the call back and got the job on the other one. All started off well and good in the interview. Like, everything was amazing. Like, the place seemed like a great place to work. I got there, and one of the people who was working there I was replacing. Turns out there's only like 3 people working in this place. So that was pretty crazy. It's something new for me. I'm used to working in more corporate places where there's loads of people, you have a good team around you. So when there's only 3 people, it's kind of like someone's always got to be to blame for it. And the first couple of weeks were going fine, and then I was late by 1 minute one day, and then everything got blown way out of proportion. It's insane. I got called into this meeting for being 1 minute late. They were like, you're never on time, you got bad customer service, you got a bad attitude. And I was like, where's this stuff coming from? Like, I don't understand. Like, so weird. And they also brought up that apparently I don't like taking orders from women. Like, I'm not going to name this company because it's not really relevant anymore. But it was insane because I was literally asking the manager, who was a woman, what I should be doing, because I hate sitting around doing nothing. Like, it may not come off that way, like, I'm so chilled out, but when I'm working, like, I feel like I need to be doing something, like, rather than just standing there with my hands on my hips, like what the manager was doing. Who, like, brought this all up. But yeah, I'm not going to go into too much detail on that. So that ended badly, and I had to work 2 weeks notice for getting dismissed, which was a really strange thing. So did I get dismissed, or was I resignation? Did I resign? Like, I really don't know to this day, but I had to work 2 weeks notice, which was strange, very strange to know that I was going. So it's just, that just didn't work out all round. So I like brushed it off. I was like, okay, fine, I've had 2 job offers before, I'll just find another one. But it turns out Wellington is absolutely terrible for retail. So I couldn't really find another one. So I got to the stage where I was like, I just need any job now, like anything. So I took one of those fundraising jobs, like the backpack fundraising jobs, that it's not the most glamorous thing in the world, door-to-door sales for charities, but it is what it is. I needed money at that point, so I took one of those. And they have a thing where you have a 10-day evaluation, and you have to meet 10 sales in your first 10 days to stay on. But unfortunately I didn't make that. I got 7 sales, which I thought, for someone who's never done door-to-door sales, that's pretty good in my eyes. But apparently it wasn't good enough, and that was the end of my second job. Like, unbelievable. Like, so this was in my first 7 weeks in Wellington. I'd been through 2 jobs. Literally back home, I'd spent 7 years in 2 jobs. Crazy. So I don't know how that ended up, but whatever, is what it is. So I got to the stage where I couldn't really find a job. Like, I really couldn't find a job at the time. There's nothing going. So what happens is a temporary job at Wellington Noodle Market turns up, which was amazing. Like, I took the job. I think I worked 30 hours over the course of the 5 days it was on, which is reasonable amount of money. Like, yeah, it kept me going for a week or two. But obviously it was temporary and we couldn't continue it, which is unfortunate because I really love that job. It's probably my favourite one in Wellington, to be fair. Yeah. So now I've been... It's almost like knocking at the next door. But so now I've been like waiting for this next job to start, which is a labour job. So like general labourer, just sweeping up stuff on construction sites, that kind of thing. But it's just dragging out for so long. Like, I'm absolutely desperate for money at the moment. It's absolutely insane, like how quickly money drains when you're in New Zealand. This country's like being back home, but I feel like it's more expensive for some reason. It's probably because I'm not living at home and like taking for granted being at home with my parents. Love you, mum. Love you, dad. You know what I mean? But on the other side of the world, like, I wouldn't change it, but I just desperately need a job now. So I'm literally looking to take on any job I can find at the moment. So hopefully it all works out in the end. But we'll go into more detail about the door-to-door sales thing, because it's a really interesting topic, actually. Like, without doing it and trying new things out here, I'll be in the same old retail job forever, you know. But it's like cool to try out new things. Who is knocking at the door? Is that my door? Yeah. Me? No? Yeah. Hello? But anyway, we'll close this video off now, so peace out, guys.